The 2026 World Cup semifinal in Atlanta delivered one of the most intense international clashes in recent memory between England and Argentina. For Argentina, the stakes were perfectly clear. A 39-year-old Lionel Messi was exactly 2 wins away from securing back-to-back World Cup titles before retiring. On the other side stood a desperate England squad. Led by Harry Kane, they carried the crushing weight of 60 years without a finals appearance. This match was a collision of 2 radically opposed tactical philosophies, pushed to their absolute limits. For the first 55 minutes, England manager Thomas Tuchel's game plan worked perfectly. He deployed a disciplined double pivot to clog the central channels and starve Messi of his usual operating space. The defensive net was incredibly tight. By halftime, the English midfield had forced the Argentine captain into 15 separate turnovers. That discipline paid off in the 55th minute. Anthony Gordon finished a brilliant sequence, putting England up 1-0. They were 35 minutes from the final. Taking a lead in a knockout match creates a dangerous psychological dilemma. England had to decide whether to keep conquering the midfield or retreat and protect the fragile advantage they had just built. Tuchel chose to retreat. To lock down the lead, he withdrew attacking outlets like Gordon and Declan Rice, substituting in heavy defenders like Ezri Konsa, Nico O'Reilly, and Dan Burn. England transitioned into an ultra-conservative block, eventually fielding a 6-man defensive line. By making this shift, they completely abandoned the midfield. The impact was immediate and brutal. Between Gordon's goal and stoppage time, England's possession plummeted to a staggering 12%. Dropping into a deep, low block might work against a team that relies purely on pace. Against a side specifically engineered to manipulate space, it is tactical suicide. Sensing the shift in momentum, Argentina's manager Lionel Scaloni initiated a highly organized protocol, often dubbed suffer ball. Argentina forms a box midfield around the center circle. 2 deep organizers and 2 high interiors outnumber England's defense. Simultaneously, a strict 3+2 rest defense keeps 3 players back, flanked by 2 stoppers, catching and recycling every desperate English clearance. The suffocation was total. During one brutal 25-minute spell, the entire English squad completed a grand total of 5 passes. This shape functions as a mechanical net, meticulously designed to trap an opponent in their own half until the pressure cracks them. Messi made a calculated adjustment. With the central lanes clogged by 6 English defenders, he stopped forcing his way down the middle, drifting wide into the right half space. He simply waited in the exact zones England had deliberately abandoned. Messi didn't need to break through England's defensive wall. England essentially built their wall too far back, giving him all the time he needed to orchestrate from the outside. The breakthrough finally came in the 85th minute. Operating freely from his uncontested pocket of space, Messi picked out Enzo Fernandez, who fired a long-range strike to level the score. 7 minutes later, the exhausted English defense finally lost its shape entirely. Lautaro Martinez slipped past his marker to head in a perfect cross from Messi, deep into stoppage time. The English players were left stunned. Their collapse was not a failure of effort or desire. It was the result of complete strategic paralysis. It is tempting to attribute Argentina's late-game World Cup comebacks to abstract ideas like passion or the lingering magic of their captain. The actual footage reveals a system of cold, calculated algorithmic engineering based heavily on spatial manipulation. If you surrender the pitch to a team explicitly built to control space, you aren't protecting a lead. You are slowly and inevitably suffocating yourself.